Rennie Coolman admits to selling a house in Ontario, Canada, which he co-owned with his wife, Vindra Coolman. It's the latest revelation coming out of the trial into the kidnapping and murder of Mr. Coolman's wife, Extra Food CEO Vindra Coolman. Mr. Coolman testified that the house was sold for $342,000 Canadian dollars, and that's about 2 million TT. Facing a barrage of questions from the attorney for two of the accused, Lyndon James and Alan Martin, Rennie Coolman denied that he stood to gain from his wife's demise. Jonathan Chase was at court today and files this report.
The Vindra Coolman murder trial continued on Wednesday with Wayne Sturge, attorney for defendants numbers 8 and 9, Lyndon James and Alan Martins, taking on state witness Rennie Coolman. Mr. Sturge questioned the motive behind Mr. Coolman's actions on the day Vindra Coolman was abducted. During cross-examination in the morning session, Mr. Sturge took Mr. Coolman through the events of the day Vindra Coolman was kidnapped and questioned the actions taken or not taken by her husband. Mr. Sturge asked a series of questions of Mr. Coolman, inquiring why he did not venture into the yard or call 999 when his wife was taken. Mr. Coolman said he didn't recall any emergency numbers, as in his adult life he had not experienced any emergencies that required him to call 999. Once again, Mr. Sturge questioned the motive behind Mr. Coolman's actions.
Mr. Coolman, is it that you allowed the assailants time to get away?
Not at all. There was no deliberate motive.
Since you say there is no motive, it is obvious. Did you benefit from your wife's disappearance?
No, on the contrary.
Next came a series of questions on the nature of Coolman's relationship with his wife and the strength of their marriage. And then Mr. Sturge applied more pressure to the state witness, asking questions so fast that on 3 separate occasions, Justice Holder asked him to slow down. Mr. Sturge steered the interrogation towards Vindra Coolman's estate, asking questions relating to answers Mr. Coolman gave on cross-examination on Tuesday. Mr. Sturge then bluntly asked whether or not Mr. Coolman benefited financially from the death of his wife.
The short point is, she was worth more to you dead than alive?
Definitely not.
It is obvious now you benefited from your wife's disappearance.
Quite the contrary.
She was not worth more to you dead than alive?
Definitely not.
You sold the house in Ontario.
It was mortgaged.
What is the value of the house?
It was purchased for $342,000.
Court is adjourned to Monday, April 28th, when Mr. Coolman will return to the stand for further cross-examination from Mr. Sturge and the attorneys representing some of the 12 defendants in the Vindra Coolman murder trial. Jonathan Chase,